on a Friday then. Sunday. What's up, everyone? I am the hostess with the mostest, High Priestess Phoenix. I am your spiritual healer, teacher, shaman, seer, getting some downloads, oracle, lightworker, starseed, earth angel, mystic, medium, psychic, witch, yogi, guru, evangelist, North American Sybil. I am your messenger god, first child of God, the Lilith reincarnated. In order to keep up with me, you would have definitely catch my freaking last video. That shit was gnarly, dude. Fucking Kobe came and just killed that shit. I don't know for how long, but at least the last 20 minutes of that video was all Kobe. Like, my eyes went blank. Like, I had to close my eyes and was just sitting there with Kobe. And just, what it is just seeing the visions and telling you what I'm seeing. Telling you what he's saying by what I'm seeing. It's what I'm seeing is what he's saying. And, you know, it's really cool because it's just us chilling. He's just showing me, but I don't realize till after the fact. It's like, dude, I can, you know what I mean? That's what a mediumship is. And it's not just that. I don't just talk to dead people, not just Kobe, I mean. And that's where the really greatness comes in. It's like we can talk like this now because we've been talking for years. And we'll be talking till the end of time. Some of them come and go, but not Kobe. And in the beginning, you know what I mean? It's like, I just looked up to him like, you know, I just got to do whatever the fuck he says. And, you know, I know his position and shit. But then later, you know, we became friends. And it goes back to the Buddhist, you know, when I got initiated, you have to catch the video. I might go find it just for fun. When I got initiated into the homeless brotherhood of Buddha, I was like, Kobe! We did it, Kobe! We did it, Kobe! Like, that's really, you know what I mean? When it's all said and done, I celebrate all my victories and all my losses and all of my everything with them. And it's cool for me to come in and tell you, you know what I mean? The messages were messages that he's given me to get me here, but he's here to help me get you there. And I had posted, it's like, I really hope to get you to a place where you can sit there and have conversations with the spirit guides and your loved ones and the ancestors and God, just as I do. That's the whole point of my work. And it works, and it will happen for the chosen. I hope to God it's more than 144,000 people. But even then, dude, to say that, you know what I mean? The leader of the 144,000. And what am I leading you to? Back to God, bro. To that. The ability to sit there with the spirits, bro. That's why I say, it's like, dude, I'm never, Michael Jackson, I'm never alone with them. They're always talking to me through visions. Not just them, but, you know, when I get to see them, then it's really special. And it wouldn't be a Friday or a Saturday night fucking special without Kobe Bryant. And he's always there on a Monday. He's there all the time, but it's like when you get to really see them. And it's conscious states of being. Kobe travels with me through the whole tree. The rest of them can't. They're in certain dimensions, you know, where I can only access when I'm down there. But that's where, you know, the first part of this is getting you to that place of the spiritual realm. That's where all the spirits lie. You know what I mean? So you'll be able to connect with any spirit in the spirit realm. It's when you leave the spirit realm. And that's where I've got into the place. It's like, I'm way up at the top of the tree, stuck with these guys. It happened so long ago. And I cried when I couldn't see. I noticed that I hadn't seen Pac. I hadn't seen him. I can't see him. I can't see you, Pac. I can hear you, but I can't see you. And that's where it hurt, because I was used to seeing him all the time, in my car, everywhere, just all the time, just all the time. I could see him, like a normal person walking through my life that never left, all the time. He's always right there. And it was in Oklahoma. I couldn't see him. I was like, where have you been? He's like, what are you talking about? You heard me this morning in the video. And he reminded me, his words came out in the video. I'm like, but I can't see you. And I tried to describe how horrifying that was to me. It's like we're on the other side of a gate. Like, he's right there, but sometimes I can't see him. And I cried. I'm like, when will I see you? That's what it meant. When will I see you again? Anytime I leave the light. I got to come down to where he is. But in essence, what I'm doing is bringing him up here. I'm bringing everyone up here. But yeah, I'm the only one that goes up there. How do you do it? Same as I did. taking off your flesh. You can't ascend in the flesh. Your heart's too heavy. They teach it in all cultures. Oh, fuck. I forgot to tell you that happened today. Oh, fuck me. I went to the spiritual store today and had about a 20-minute fucking interaction with Aleister Crowley. Dang, was he a creepy looking dude? I don't know. He looked like a pedo for sure. Anyway, I'm going to clear his name for sure. Aleister Crowley was nothing more than a scribe. You can look through all the scrolls in time. He is never known for any magical acts. The fact that he shared the information. And then you go into it, you find out, how did he get it all? Because he traveled. He traveled all the fucking lands. He traveled India. He did all of this. He wrote books from Mexico. He went to all the lands and he learned all the religions. And it became a language that he taught to people. What they did with it was their own things. Now here's the great part. Everybody, you know, when you get into this, it's he who must not be named. The Dark Lord is what they call Aleister Crowley in essence because of his dark teachings. He didn't create the dark teachings. Okay, I guess in essence he did. He translated them and he wrote the books of what he learned, of what were considered dark teachings. They were only dark because they weren't brought to the light, but they were common teachings in the places that he went, which was nothing more than pagan religions. He learned so much. He learned all of that shit. You know what I mean? He learned the Kabbalah from, you know what I mean, the Jewish. He learned he learned all of this shit from the Egyptians, from India, from everything. All he did was the unthinkable, which was he wrote the grimoires. He told the stories that were never told. And you gave him all power that he was the Dark Lord because he had nothing more than the knowledge of it. And that's what you deem me. Because of what I know, you believe me to be evil. But what evil, magical, okay, and that's where this starts. And this is where it ends. He has never gone down in history for one magical act. He is deemed evil because he taught people magic. What they did with it is even funnier. Who, after his teachings, and all of our teachings and all of our fears, even down to the witches of Salem, what proof was there ever of their magical acts? It was nothing more than the fear that they could do it, that you persecuted them. You never actually caught them really doing anything. Don't worry, we catch them this time. We catch them this time. The real ones that are using magical acts. But in history, there's none. Now it goes back to me. Have you seen mine? Do I not go down in history as having the prophecies? Being able to weather magic and everything? Speak life existence? Is it mine? I told you, no, it's God. All you have to do is carry his voice. The ability to create from the divine. And that's what I teach you. Anyways, going back to it, Aleister Crowley wasn't powerful. The power was just his knowledge. That was it. And that's where it all comes down to. Going down to a spiritual teacher. When you don't know anything, you find them to be all powerful and all mystical and all, you know what I mean, authoritative. And that's how you look at your fucking priests. Do they have any anointing of God other than their dedication and devotion to translation of the Bible? Do they have the power to heal? Do they speak with angels? Can they see prophecies? Any of this? No. 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 I can't wait to meet the big guy with the dress and the big hat. Mr. Pope Almighty. Hey, come here. Close your eyes. I'm going to show you God. You're going to see the angels. Close your eyes. I'm going to put an anointing on your third eye, and you're going to see the kingdom of heaven right now. And you're going to open your eyes, and you're going to tell everyone the truth. Have you ever seen this before? Is it my power? No. It wasn't. The power is not within us in that sense. It's given to us. How do we use it? Depends on your mind and your heart. People use magic for what? If they're so fucking magical, then how come that we don't have proof of it? If the Illuminati is so fucking powerful, then how come we don't have proof of it? Where's the proof of their magic above my God? I can show you God every day. Show me your fucking devils, bro. Show me this. In all of history, show me what Aleister Crowley did with this so-called magic that he had, that he taught the world, and that you use in your quiet spaces to invoke spirits. Show me your spirit, bro. Show me your protocol. Show me your practice. And then show me what happens when you bring this magic into your life. It's not. It's in their brains, bro. It's in movies. It's in stories. It's in your fucking imagination. If you brought something from the other world here, you could not control it because it's not yours, number 1, 2, and 3, and it's not of this world. So none of them have the power to do such things. They can pray to the things of the other worlds, which were in essence just something of this world of a different time. They're praying to the past for a brighter future. How does that work? Yeah, I had this huge thing with him. He was nothing more than a scribe. He wasn't a prophet. He didn't prophesize anything. He didn't tell you anything but what he learned in other cultures and teachings. And he made a language out of it just as I do. But he couldn't show you any magic. He didn't show you what did he manifest. What did he create? What did he destroy using nothing but, where was his alchemy? He taught that, you know what I mean, the hermetic principles of alchemy, but again, he was just a professor. He himself was a student and relayed the messages to the foreign lands. He was Timothy. Paul's assistant, his confidant, his partner, which they could have been gay. He kept referring to him as his partner. And in that time, that's exactly what that meant. Realistically, yeah, could have been. But in essence, I'm just saying, you know, and that's probably where they got the idea that there was no women for these men. Why? Because nobody wanted to deal with your shit, number 1, 2, and 3. But in essence, you're too busy. They were too busy serving God to even care about what their flesh wanted. They never even got a hard-on. They never even saw women. You can't even see what's in your face when you're seeing the other worlds. You don't see the people. You just see the purpose. Just wanted to point that out. I found that out. I had his book in my hand. I was looking at it, and I got these unbelievable downloads. And I turned to the man, and, he's old in his time, and he's not afraid to talk about shit. And he verified it. I was like, so he never really did anything magical that he was known for? No. Jesus Christ. You just feared him because of what he knew. But what he knew was what they were doing, what was religion in other places. So that's why you fear other religions. But what do they do? If they're so fucking magical, then why don't they stop or make or do something? Why would you fear the local witch if all she does is heal, deliver babies, and pray? You know what I mean? Help during suffering and hardships. Why would you fear her? She's going to curse me. That's the biggest thing is we're going to curse you. How are we going to curse you? Maybe your works upon people make you fear someone like me because we speak to judgment. So you think we are judgment? And in essence, don't get me wrong, people send all kinds of magic at me that they're brewing off of some Aleister Crowley type bullshit. I've been hit by magical attacks before, but these are full-on loaded covens on the other side of the fucking world. Nothing here in America, I can tell you that much. But, and that's why, what was his name? Draco used to call me the cult buster. Yeah, for sure. Because I break down the idea, like their members believe that they have all the power. They keep it, and that's the same as churches. It's the same as any corporation, down to our president. You believe he has all the power? He's pretty powerful with that little pen and paper. Let me see your pen and paper, Marshall Mathers. I'm going to see somebody sign this fucking divorce decree. How fucking powerful that would be. You want to put your name on the birth certificate? Realistically, this is what you consider power. I just got this huge download. It's like, power? You want to see real power? Want to see what I could do with the weather? That's pretty scary. I mean, it's just a little uncontrollable. In the essence, you guys fear things that don't have any power. You fear the police. Why? What the fuck did you do that they can hurt you? No, they're gonna see I'm black. I think so. Is that fear coming out? Like, what are they gonna do for you? Like, what is the deal? Like, you fear the things of, you know what I mean? Like, what? Oh my God, my mom's gonna kill me. Like, physically, like, has she ever put her hands around your throat and almost took your life? Then quit running around saying that. Who cares? She's gonna be upset. Isn't your mom pretty much pissed off all the time? You just don't want her pissed off at you? Why not? She's just pissed off. Let her be pissed off at you. Let her be pissed off at whatever she wants. Why are you so scared? I just wanted to point that out. That came to me earlier. What else? God, he fucked up my day. I got there and they're like, the physician isn't certified to do this type of physical. I'm like, what kind of physical? Am I spreading my legs? Just kidding. I don't know. And the same thing with my TB test. It wasn't a typical one. They wanted to do a blood TB test. I was like, okay, sure, I have anointed blood. You want some? No, in the essence, I got there and they couldn't do nothing. I have to come back on Monday. So that kind of blew off my day, and then I spent it with Aleister Crowley, I suppose. Came back to an enormous bacon cheeseburger. That was awesome. And so then here we are. There was a bunch of crows out, so I was guided as I was sitting here. I was seeing the crow tarot. I posted something. As soon as I went to post something, I see Wolfman. He's on some live video. I started laughing about you pathetic-ass tarot readers. You're so fucking pathetic. Pathetic. You're a dying breed. I can use the tarot card and teach people how to fucking change their life. You use it to what? Ruin their lives by keeping them caught up in a karmic relationship. That's all you do. Your whole existence is based on somebody else's inability to move on from past love. Steve's Love Tarot is all about that. The soulmate. This could be your runner. You mean somebody from the past? It don't matter what fucking video you listen to on tarot. They'll try to tell you somebody new's coming. But they'll always tell you it's somebody from the past to keep you hooked on some old shit. Why do people go to tarot? Because they want hope that their life is going to get better? Do you get that out of there? Do they tell you that things are going to get better? Oh, yes, they do, every video. This is a message of communication. They're going to reach out. They're going to talk to you. They feel really bad. It's garbage. You guys are garbage. When people stop needing people, they'll definitely stop needing you. And when they realize that you don't actually know how to read the tarot, that you're doing it for such pathetic things as that. And realistically, every single person that reads a love tarot is not in a loving relationship. Including Steve's Love Tarot. He is a bored wiener ass, been married to the same piece of grass for as long as he can. Why? Because he ain't going nowhere. He's nice and comfortable with this fluff muffin. For sure. I bet she's... I don't even want to tell you what she is, because I can see what she is. She isn't something he wants to put on camera. What are you seeing? 50 First Dates? Where his best friend marries that woman and has all those kids? Yeah, that would be Steve's Love Tarot, and that's why he's so dedicated on telling you how to find love. Then you got someone like Wolfman, who's just slapping fucking foreign cheeks. Just not even, bro. These are not even full-grown women, bro. These are all fucking, they're basically men. And we can go on and on about how these guys are, and that's just it. It's like, you got these weak-ass tarot readers that are all divorced or chasers and all this, like, unqualified is what I heard. Unqualified. You're never going to catch Lilith giving you a love reading. What's Lilith going to tell you to? Fuck him. I'm going to tell you not to fuck him and to move on and go fuck his friend. Have a real experience here. Yeah, he was just the doorway to the good shit. We come from different times. You guys are really trying to make this the time of your life. I'm just going through all my tarot here, trying to... No, Metatron. No. Come on. I'm going into the dark, not the light. It's Friday. I'll see you on a Sunday. Sunday. I'll see you in the sun, mofo. Where are we at? I don't know. Hey, Buddha, go somewhere. Take that somewhere. Chill, bro. Just go chill over there. That's all Buddha does, is chill. Ooh, what do we got? Ooh. There's a pompous motherfucker. Why is he shaped like that? was a big man, bro. I like that. I like the real of it, dude. I didn't try to make it some angel. Some Fabio with long hair and beautiful. Let's make this realistic. This guy is coming for you. What is it? The Knight of Cups. Love. He looks like a linebacker, bro. He looks like he's definitely on the defensive end. It's so funny. Who's he? Me? Knight of Cups. The soft, dry grass crunches. Wait, is that a page? Hold on. Hold on. That is the page. Now I'm really confused. Which means what? The Princess of God? Oh, God. Come here, Princess. Oh, fuck. This is funny. Oh, divine comedy. I can't even... Wait a minute, bro. Hold on. Is this that stalker card? I feel like this is the stalker card. They might be watching you from a fake account. There's some real tarot reader that's really fucked up too, looking at this card. What does this make you feel like? I'm glad the crows were talking to me. Oh, God. I can't even. Sorry. Some things get in my head and they just fucking go to mush up there. Alright, Princess. Let's see what you're talking about. I'm never going to recover. Where's the tissue? Oh, man. That's a funny looking card. Do you need a close-up? I may have accused her of being very masculine. I could pull out another card that'll show you it in a man form too, probably. Maybe. Probably not. Looks a little bloated. You might need to take a break. Just kidding. Alright. Oh, God, I can't even see the words. Am I sure this is the page of God? The entire tarot community is so fucked right now. I'm so fucked too. Who bought these cards? It wasn't me, it was Morgan. And I told her they were too dark. I can't stop laughing. Stop looking at the picture. Okay. Oh, man. This must be that lady. It is. It is. I feel the same way over here. It is that lady, dude. It's that lady, bro. It's Lignasa. I told you. It's Lignasa. I promise you. It's that lady. I told everyone since the beginning. This lady gives me a weird feel, bro. I'm fucking dead. Oh God. Oh, somebody put me to bed. Oh, God. That was the best time of my life. Fuck, she's got a mask on. I recognize you anywhere. You remind me of someone. I told you, every time I look at her, I was like, she gives me a weird feel. Something weird about this lady. That is so funny. God, Holy Spirit, you guys are hilarious. If they weren't funny, they wouldn't be very useful at all. Alright. The contents of the glass swish gently in the chalice that as they contemplate the bird. The sound of crickets singing to the rising moon fills the air. Such a curious creature can look at something familiar in a new way. The world opens up before them. They feast their eyes in wonder, imagination, what the world cries out for you to create. what others perceive as mindless croaking. They experience as the most fascinating of lessons. Every masterpiece has a humble beginning. Keywords: a creative young soul, discovery, new perspectives. This makes sense. No, not really with the moon cycle. It doesn't, but it makes sense because I was talking about it for the last 3 days. Is, you know what I mean? What do you do to create? What are your creative, you know what I mean, outlets? How are you pushing yourself? I was teaching people to go out and learn new information, start trying some new hobbies, putting out, trying to get to new jobs, going to new restaurants. This is all about new. Let me pull up Lugnasa here. It's actually, that was really funny. That fucking chick. As the Princess of Cups represents change of seasons, energy from summer to autumn. Dude, that's exactly where we're at. I mean, if you go outside, bro, it is, you need you need to dress up. And I did too. I love dressing warm. This card heralds the creation of a harvest of some kind. Something new that will bring you emotional pleasure. See what I mean? That's what we were talking about, is do stuff that makes you feel good. What do you do to feel good for you? Right? This could be a birth, a pregnancy, a job offer, romantic opportunity, new friendships, or a fresh idea or project. Also, the card denotes spiritual fruition with your understanding deepening and expanding. Well, I hope you're getting a better spiritual understanding. That's what I try to do over here, is make you understand the spiritual, or I'm trying to figure out the physical. You are very intuitive, so trust your instincts as your unconscious mind is trying to communicate with you. That's what I said, you got to chill with yourself. You see what happens when I chill. I chill with all the spirits. Princess of Cups may represent a helpful person who is flamboyant, artistic, emotional, idealistic, creative, and probably psychic. Is that you or is that me? Realistically, guys, it's not, oh, that's not me. Let me pass this card to someone else. Meaning what? You're not in a creative flow. You're not being flamboyant. You're not being artistic. You're not in your emotions and being idealistic. That means you're probably psychic. It's just an energy that we're in. It's fluid. It's not a bad one. None of these energies are bad, and it's just how you harnessed it. However, he or she is not very practical or strong, but sensitive and easily upset, needing constant reassurance and becoming sulky or moody if they don't get it. Ew, that sounds like the inner child, where you just, need attention and stuff. I'm trying to think. As soon as I saw needy, I'm like, when am I needy? I feel like I don't know. I'm cuddly. Does that mean needy? Needy. What are you needy about? What do you need? I like conversation. I need it, I guess. No, maybe not. I mean, because it doesn't have to be outside, external conversation. I don't know. Needy. What am I needy about? Constant reassurance and become sulky or moody if they don't get it. Alternatively, this could be you, and if so, the card is advising you that you need to be more grounded and engage with real world occasionally. Balance your dreams with logic in order to manifest them. It's always hard to come out of the dream world and, get a job and shit. I got one. If I can do it, you can do it, bro. How did you do it? I had to pray to God. He had to give me a job because I was really not good at this. And that's what I said to Red. He said, you got the job? I was like, yeah. And I was like, dude, the job is labeled as security. So, let me do 3 months of it. And now I have security. And I have healthcare background. Really? Yeah, bro. That just opened up 2 new spots on my professional resume. I could do security. Remember I told you I was too? I was going to be one of those? I told you. I manifested this bullshit. I mean, God made me. He told me it was a good idea. And I was like, yeah, that would be a good idea. And before you know it, the idea came to life. And that's what I said too. Even if there's a blizzard, I could make it to work. It might be blizzard fucking conditions coming in real quick. I don't know. I'll do my best. I don't want to push away winter because I love winter. But, it doesn't really, we're going to have winter. Balance your dreams with logic in order to manifest them. And that's it too, And that's what I told my worker. I was like, I'm not going to try to, with your permission, I'm not going to continue searching for work. I'm going to just try to expand these work hours if I can, or, kind of just lateral over. Because who says I don't start there and then work my way into one of the restaurants? That'd be cool, dude. These people are making fucking great tips, bro. Go in there for like 4 hours and make like $300. Laters hitters. Slide me your phone number type. Just kidding. I'm such a fool. Don't mind me. Everything's funny. Dude, bitch, as long as you don't put me in the laundry room. I don't like laundry. The reverse Princess of Cups brings bad news on an emotional level. She can indicate death, loss, breakup, or disappointment in love. Bro, I posted that this morning, and then outside, this guy that I always smoke cigarettes with was telling Red how he's got all this problem with his kid. They don't know if it's his kidneys or his pancreas. And I said that this morning. I was like, I had visions of fucking organ failure. I was like, oh, I hope it's not him. Death is upon us, guys. It's coming in. I'm not supposed to make you scared. I just tell you. It was in my last video. They're coming in to collect some people. Take some people home. Take me down to the paradise city. You'll have to mourn their death, but in essence, they get to live freely now. The reverse princess may also be telling you that you're masking unresolved childhood issues or repressing emotions with drugs, alcohol, or sex. Hey, bro, this is what kills your kidney, or kills your organs, is the alcohol and the drugs and the childhood emotions. It's a perfect brew of darkness that'll kill you. And your sex addiction. You guys got some serious problems. Does it really make it go away? I'm seeing Chris. Chris used to drink it away. But it never went away. He'd get drunk enough and it'd still come up, and he'd be just drunk now with it. Then he really couldn't deal with it. As far as sex, how long does sex last that it can make it go away? I guess it's an exhaustion of energy. You have to use a lot of energy to all that thrusting and shit. So then it's just you exhaust the energy through sex. Okay, that makes some sense, I suppose. Overeating, anorexia, or bulimia. If this is true, she warns you that, and that's what people do with their feelings. They like to just eat their feelings. They're just sad, and they sit around sad, so they just sit around stuffing their mouth. I mean, what else are you supposed to do when you're sitting around? I sit around in a fairy tale land, but I'm pretty sure everyone that sits around here is on something. You'd have to be. You know what I mean? Like, how do you cope with just sitting around? Ugh. If this is true, she warns you that unless you deal with the underlying issue, it will gradually destroy you. The time has come to get help. I mean, as weird as it sounds, I'm seeing, what is his name? Weinstein. And the same thing happened with Kevin Spacey. Whatever the case may be, they came out and publicly admitted that they had sex addictions. There's something wrong with my addiction to certain types of sex. And they had to seek help. In order for them to move on with their lives and for people to leave them alone, they had to get help. As far as drugs, bro, you know that just because the doctor gives them to you doesn't mean you're not doing it just to get high. And alcohol, yep, you're taking off the edge, but you're not taking it off. You're falling off the edge. You're taking it past the edge where you're putting yourself to sleep with it every night. Oh, God. All I see is just Bobby right here, bro. His life sucks. So he has to stay drunk and blowing off all this energy, which is through sex. It sucks. I feel for you guys, bro. It's like you're just trying to cope, but this isn't coping, it's killing. This isn't coping, it's killing, bro. Taking that fucking, you know what I mean? Taking your happy pill, whatever it is, your Valium or your, what do they give you guys? I don't know. To make it all, you know what I mean? To calm the thoughts, to calm the feelings. You're just putting your brain out for a minute. And you're really poisoning it. You're poisoning your body just trying to put it out for a minute. Why don't you just deal with it for a few minutes? And it's not going to be a few minutes, but why don't you just pour it out instead of trying to put it out? If you're there and you're ready to put down your pride and just really be honest and need some help, please reach out to me. High Priestess Phoenix, the number 6 at Gmail. I'll put it in the community page too. If you're ready, bro, and you just don't know where to start, we gotta start somewhere, bro. And yeah, at some point I'm going to have to hang up the phone, and you're going to have to bounce this ball after I leave. You're going to have to run this down the court and make your own fucking, you know what I mean? You're going to have to do it, but I'll help you. But it's help. I can't do it for you. I can help you through it. But it's mostly you that does the hard work, because it's you that hurts. I will hurt with you once you start, and I'll feel it, and I'll help you to feel, I'll tell you how I see it and how I'll get through it, how I'll alchemize your feelings and your memories when you give them to me, how God will make me think of it so I can get it off of me so you can get it off of you. I'm really good at this. I do it with strangers all the fucking time. Will your story end up on the internet? Probably. But in the essence, does it have to have your name? No. God's pretty good about it. There's a lot of people that their names never made it to my stories, dude. They were just people in time. There's a lot of twin flames that don't have names. The Princess of Cups reversed is insecure, psychologically immature, over-emotional, and unable to form real relationships, confusing love and sex. That was me too, bro. I loved him and I didn't know what to do, so I went to give him sex. And I had to explain that to him. I didn't know what to do with you. I was programmed. I thought this was what I was supposed to do. I'm sorry. This is all I knew how to show my love, dude, was to, you know what I mean, give myself a part of, this is what I keep. This is my love. I keep it from everyone. I'm trying to give it to you. I didn't mean to, put it on you like that, but in the essence, yeah, it's kind of fucked off. And as the Lilith, we can talk about that. You know what I mean? We really see it as like, you know what I mean? Oh, you don't love me because I'm not giving you a blowjob? And that's because they were psychologically taught that that's love. He or she is damaged and deeply wounded, perhaps abused in a childhood or hurt by later life relationships, incapable of receiving or giving real love in consequence. I didn't know how. I'm still working on it. That's what we're doing here, is learning how to give and receive love again. It's ultimately what we're doing, is starting up the energy fields. We shut ourselves down, which is our basic energy fields. Our Merkaba, our whole existence, is based on love. We shut it down, so little by little it's killing us. We can find love from little places, little people, when they show us attention and stuff, but it's not enough to keep us alive. And that's why we're always needing for more love. But really, it's just us opening up to loving ourselves. And then we can actually, by loving ourselves, we're giving it to who needs it most, is ourselves. And then we're receiving it. It starts the whole thing inside of you. It starts the whole thing. It's not about giving it to someone else and receiving it. It's about giving it to yourself and being open to receiving your own love. Simple shit like allowing myself to sit around and just be lazy in a bed watching movies. That's love to myself. Something that I don't let myself do that feels good to myself. Little things, bro. That's this whole journey, is, you know what I mean, healing my incapability of giving or receiving love. He or she may dabble in spiritual matters without any real commitment, is suspicious of everyone, and is prone to fits of depression. Or is that you? And by spiritual matters, it means that you run to God and you love God, but you don't really understand God, and He's not really helping you. It's just you. You want to be right by God, but you don't really care. You're not connected with God. There's a lot of people, they're Catholics, they're Christians, they're whatever. They go all the time, but in this place in their spiritual, they're not spiritual. They're not really committed to God right now. And they can't be with all this going on. You know what I mean? All this built up. They can't hear God when they're sitting in the fucking pew and all they can hear is they're reliving childhood traumas, repressed emotions. You know what I mean? Thinking about their neck. I can't wait to have a drink to make all this go away. Remembering the sex they had the night before. Shit like that, bro. It's madness of the mind. It's painful. It makes you feel disgusted with yourself. It makes you hate yourself. It makes you embarrassed and shameful. And those are all the things that we start taking off. I have lots of great stories of me being, you know what I mean? Just I tell it all the time, but nobody ever asked, and I'm so ashamed. How did I end up in bed with that man and his wife? How did they convince me? And it wasn't. Nobody ripped my clothes off, bro. How did I end up in bed with them? I couldn't say no. No matter what you look at, I couldn't say no. Got me real drunk and got me all coked out, and all I have is a terrifying memory of a couple, naked in bed with a couple. And I don't know how it happened, bro. And I'm filled with so much shame because it's like, that's a gay-ass act, number one. Some woman was touching me. Her and her husband were having a good time with me. And so I see myself and how this all works, and I know I just would just shut off, dude. I would just close my eyes and pretend like it wasn't happening. And then it just didn't happen. I know that because when Bobby first came to my house, I gave him a blowjob and I closed my eyes and it's like it didn't happen. I can remember that I did it. I know I did it, but I didn't see anything. There was nothing. I didn't see it. I couldn't see it. There's all these stories that you go back and you're like, fuck, that's so fucking shameful. That's so embarrassing. I hope nobody ever knows that this happened to me or that I was part of some shit like this. Oh, fuck, dude. God's been making me pour that fucking horrible shit on the internet for everyone to see since the beginning. And it does make you feel, it makes your skin crawl, bro. It makes you feel so upset with yourself that the only way to deal with it is to have another drink. If you don't deal with the shame, then you're going to just keep living in shame, which means you're going to continue to do shameful acts. I'm seeing this thing. It's like I was nothing but mean. It looked like it. I was such a bitch. You can see it. I'm a bitch. I say, don't make me cunt you, is what I say. You can hear when it comes out most when I start calling people bitches. That's when I can hear my ego most. Bitch, fucking bitch. That's when I hear my ego. That's who I was before I woke up. Was that you see come out. If I didn't heal that, you would have never saw this person, which is the kind, loving, sweet person. As I say that, I see Marshall. You would never believe what a sweet, wonderful, vulnerable man he really is underneath all that. But you're starting to see it, and it's because he's letting it out. We couldn't let this vulnerable side because people took advantage of our kindness. We had to hide that we were soft. I'm sure he had a sex addiction. We know he was into drugs and alcohol due to childhood issues and repressed emotions. You can look at his videos and he got pretty chunky back then. He wasn't fit, so he probably had an eating disorder. He was psychologically immature. You couldn't say the wrong thing to him. He was over-emotional, unable to form real relationships. As much as I say this, you can see ours on the surface. But what about those that don't have these coping skills, as I see Lewis? How does Lewis deal with this? He overworks his body. He chastises his body. We try to, you know what I mean? We go to extremes. Extremes. Very interesting, going back to how funny the picture was to start off. It's not a funny picture at all. This isn't a funny picture at all. It's a spiritual work at hand. Jesus. I guess we don't really need to ask that, do we? At 44? I don't think so. We all needed some help. I promise when I started, I went straight to, Community Reach, which is the name of our mental health organization in northern Colorado. That's where I went. I was up there. It's where I'd taken my children for all of their care, my ex-husband, everybody. My mom went there. It was, the home of mental health. I couldn't get an appointment till 4 weeks out. I did the initial, intake, and it took weeks to get an appointment. I went into the appointment, my personalities went crazy on him, and I walked myself out. Couldn't get another appointment with him till 2 weeks later, and after that I could only see him every 2 weeks or a week for 1 hour. And there was too much happening, so I didn't have a round-the-clock therapist. I became the round-the-clock therapist. And I would just report back to my therapist what I was going through, which is in essence, it's all in a, it's in a file somewhere. After that, they sent me over to, there's a certain kind of doctor, the psychiatric doctor that gives you the actual medications. I didn't see that one until probably 5 or 6 weeks in. I told them about my dosages, that I was taking psilocybin, which is mushrooms. I told them about the marijuana use. I told them about, at that time, I was taking amphetamine for my weight loss. And I told them how the mixture of all of this was what it was doing inside of me. It's in the file. I reported it to them, the drugs that I was medicating myself with. She said, if it's working, then let's not stop it and let's not change it. Meaning she didn't tell me to stop doing the drugs I was doing, and she didn't encourage any other drugs to help it or substitute it, because it was working. I was able to work through these things. It wasn't something that, they would, and that's exactly what she said. This isn't a typical prescription that we would prescribe, but if it is working and there's no physical side effects, and and at that time I'm still checking my blood all the time and doing all this stuff, they let me stay on it. And I can one day open that file and prove it. It says that my doctor allowed me to stay on, self-induced psilocybin, which is mushrooms, marijuana, and amphetamine. Are you fucking serious? I can show you. It's in the doctors. Let's look at yours, though, guys. What the fuck did they give you? What the fuck do they got you on that's not working? Yeah, it works for how long? It makes this thought stop for how long? It makes the feeling stop for how long? But does it make the fucking memories go away? No. Make the memory go away, make the feeling go away, make the pills go away. And that will change your sexual I know those things fuck with your sex life. I know that because of my ex-husband. And you're not supposed to be drinking on psych meds, guys. And that means you're choosing. You're choosing whether to get drunk or whether to be sane. Which is basically you're choosing insanity versus insanity. Come on. It's that same thing, dude. When they give you antibiotics, you're not supposed to drink liquor. What's more important to you? Healing or feeling good? Say it again. And that's what I'm going to label this. What's more important to you? Healing or feeling good? It doesn't feel good while you're healing. But once you're healed, you feel good. Feeling good doesn't mean you're fucking healed. It's so temporary. I'm your healer, bro, and if you need me, I'm here. I'm going to post my fucking email. Don't be sending me stupid shit. The Holy Spirit knows who you are. Don't even try to pretend, oh, she won't know who I am. Bitch, I know exactly who was leaving those stupid comments in my shit. Don't be fucking dumb. The only one you're fooling is yourself, out here looking stupid and shit. You're not fooling me. You're looking like a whole-ass fool. I'm trying to help you. It's not my life that's suffering right now, it's yours, and I'm trying to help you because God gave me the ability to help people that are suffering. But they've got to help themselves. They've got to admit that they're fucking suffering. I didn't know I was, but as soon as I did, I told everyone. I'm not afraid to tell people that I'm healing. If you're not healing, then you're just staying sick, guys. Hey, I love yous. We'll do a dark reading later. I can see it. I have all the cards right here, all my dark cards. Do we really need to, though? Do we need to see where you need healing? Do we got to pull out all the layers of awfulness? We got to go through all the layers of hell that everybody's trapped in? Fine. I'll see you later. I'll meet you in hell later.